Proverbs, a chapter a day for Proverbs in the month of May. A chapter a day in the month of May for Proverbs. Oh shoot, I don't have mine. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I gotta get going. Be long-winded, but today is not the day I get to go here. Okay, there we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and read Proverbs. Today we're reading chapter 16 because today's the 16th. And if you want to follow along or you want to read through the whole Proverbs, if this resonates with you, then just go to my playlist, Proverbs as a Practice, right here on 5-Star Conversations in the Sun City. And you can read along with me and at your own pace to catch up to chapter 16. Okay, but today's chapter 16, we always start with reading the first 6 verses of the first chapter, the first 6 verses of Proverbs, which is called Mishle in Hebrew. And so this is verse 1 through 6, just to give us the foundation of how to receive the information. So the Proverbs of Shlomo, son of David, sovereign of Yisrael, for knowing wisdom and discipline, for understanding the words of understanding, for receiving the discipline of wisdom, righteousness, right ruling, and straightness, for giving insight to the simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. The wise one hears and increases learning, and the understanding one gets wise counsel. So now that's how we're receiving it. These are words to understand the words of understanding. This is for the discipline and the wisdom to understand the words of understanding. Chapter 16, Proverbs. To man belongs the preparations of the heart, but from Yahuwah is the answer of the tongue. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but Yahuwah weighs the spirits. Commit your works to Yahuwah, and your plans shall be established. Yahuwah has made all for his purpose, and also the wicked for the day of evil. Every proud in heart is an abomination to Yahuwah. Hand to hand he does not go unpunished. By kindness and truth, wickedness is pardoned. And in the reverence of Yahuwah, one turns away from evil. When a man's ways please Yahuwah, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. When a man's ways please Yahuwah, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Better is a little with righteousness than a large income with outright ruling. A man's heart plans his way, but Yahuwah establishes his steps. An oath is on the lips of the sovereign. In right ruling, his mouth trespasses not. A right scale and balances are of Yahuwah. All the weights in the bag are his work. A right scale and balances are of Yahuwah. All the weights in the bag are his work. It is an abomination for sovereigns to commit wickedness, for a throne is established by righteousness. Righteous lips are the delight of sovereigns, and they love him who speaks what is straight. I love the sovereign coming up so strong. The sovereign's wrath is a messenger of death, but a wise man appeases it. In the light of a sovereign's face is life, and his delight is like a cloud of the latter rain. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to understanding is preferable to silver. The highway of the straight is to turn away from evil. He who guards his high watches over his way. Before destruction, pride, and before a fall, a haughty spirit. Better to be lowly in spirit with the poor than to divide the spoil with the proud. He who acts wisely concerning the word finds good, and Baruch is he who trusts in Yahuwah. The wise-hearted is called discerning, and sweetness of lips increases learning. Sweetness of lips increases learning. Understanding is a fountain of life to him who has it. It says hi, but I'm just going to say life. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Follow us. Follow me. I'm reading one chapter of Proverbs a day for the month of May. And that's, we're on chapter 16 because today's the 16th. Okay, so chapter 16, 23. The heart of the wise gives discretion to his mouth. Woo-hoo. And he increases learning to his lips. Pleasant words are like a honeycomb, sweet to the being and healing to the bones. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. He who labors for himself, for his mouth drives him on. A man of Belial plots evil, and on his lips it is like a burning fire. A perverse man sends forth strife, and a slanderer separates intimate friends. Mm. A malicious man entices his neighbor and leads him in a way that is not good. Winking with his eye to plot perversity, moving his lips, he shall bring about evil. Gray hair is a crown of adorning. It is found in the way of righteousness. That's interesting. He who is patient is better than the mighty, and he who rules over his spirit than he who takes a city. The lot is cast into the lap, but every decision by it is from Yahuwah. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Shout out. Yes, shout out Zabet Van Mary. Shout out. Thank you so much, folks, for joining me. I've got to run. Normally, I stay on longer, but I do have a pitch deck presentation to do today. I have a training with Teslin Figueroa, who is an activist. I'm out here really wanting to use my life. Zabet. What's up, Zabet? I'm out here. I want the people that want to use their life for good. If you're a person who really knows that you have in your heart to be a leader and that you are one of God's chosen is not just to be cute and chosen. Chosen means that you're born to lead. You can't separate the two. I got to go. Peace and blessings. Follow along. Check out my playlist, Proverbs as a Practice. I'm reading a chapter a day of Proverbs in May. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. Peace. Much love. Thanks. Peace, and follow me. Let's lead.